That's sick. This is pretty nice. I just bought an account for the sake of this video. I paid full price for it. So I'm going to show you. This is a really good payout structure. The hunt continues for the best prop trading firm. Today's video is going to be an exciting one, guys. In today's video, I'm talking about Purdia. There is a specific rule that I really like. It really is a lack of a rule, which gives us a little bit more flexibility. So if you've been hunting for a home as a prop trader, been bouncing around, blowing up different accounts due to rules that are a little too stringent, I think that Purdia might be a place for you. Now, quick disclaimer, they did reach out to me. I did actually have a conversation with one of the founders of Purdia. Great guy. They haven't given me anything. They just wanted me to kind of review the platform and for me to give you guys my thoughts. So there is an affiliate link down below. Very similar to any other firm. You could actually be an affiliate, right? So I'm not getting anything special out of this. I just want to put that disclaimer out there, full transparency. Maybe, our partnership evolves after this. That being said, if you don't want to watch the whole video, even though you should, because we're going to go and evaluate the different accounts that they have in every other video. I do like these guys. They're brand new on the block from what I can tell, but I do like the overall structure of their accounts. I just bought an account for the sake of this video. I paid full price for it. So I'm going to show you logging into that for the first time, kind of what that looks like, that configuration. And it's also one of the reasons, the account type is one of the reasons why I also like this firm right out of the gate. In any case, for those of you that are new here, my name's Forrest. I invest in stuff. I am a day trader, primarily trading futures at this point in my career, but I do trade options. The other video I'm filming today, I'm going to talk about a little 15x gamma trade. So look for that this week as well if you want to understand gamma and options and how to identify gamma plays. They don't come up all the time, but they do come up here and there. But let's go ahead and take a look at Purdia. And we're in. All right, so I am on their homepage, Purdia Capital. First and foremost, I love the web design. I think presentation is important in life, guys, in all aspects, right? People don't know anything about you, and so you want to tell them as much as you can. Same for your business. Exact same for your business. So landing page is nice, looks professional, doesn't look like a scam, which is important. We're dealing with money, right? You want to know that you can get paid. So having that trust is important. Again, I haven't got paid out from these guys, so I don't know if they've had trouble with payouts in the past or anything like that. There's nothing that says that they would. So both sides of the coin, just literally, I don't know. I can't trade every single prop firm. I did buy the account. I am going to trade them, try to get a payout, do that. And I'm just going to trade it normally like I would trade my other accounts. So that shouldn't be too bad, but I'll keep you guys up to date on how that goes. With these things, I tend to focus more on my main accounts. So I just don't have time to trade as many prop firms. But let's go ahead and take a look at their evaluation. So the website's super simple, right? They have evaluations, FAQ, and rules, which is like chef's kiss, perfect, literally all I need to know. And I've given my thoughts on some other prop firms' websites, even the one that I use every single day, stuff everywhere. So let's just go to their evaluations link, see what they got here. So the first one is the end of day drawdown. It says the max drawdown in our end of day evaluations is calculated based on the account's balance when the markets close each day. So if you've seen my other videos talking about different types of accounts and the drawdowns, end of day drawdown is my favorite type of account. Why? Because it doesn't trail you, right? It's very similar-ish kind of to a normal account intraday. It's really not the same, but in terms of like when you're in a trade during the day, you're not thinking about all of these different types of rules. You can really just focus and hone in on your trade. Right now, at the end of the day, balance updates, and you have to account for that. But I really do like the end of day drawdown, especially for new traders. Static accounts are other good ones. The trailing is only calculated at the end of the day. So what do I mean by that? Let's say you start at $50,000. There is a $2,000 max drawdown. So if you make $1,000 in the day, your balance goes from $50,000 to $51,000. At the end of the day, your trailing goes up to what is $51,000 minus $2,000, guys? $49,000. And then the next day, and then it just follows you like that. So you make $53,000 and then you pass. So that's the 50K. I like this account. Gives you 5 minis, 50 micros. So you can trade 5 ES, which is perfect. You don't need to trade more than 5 ES. I'll tell you guys right now, I can make $1,000 a day trading 1 mini, either on ES or NQ. I'll say that again. I can make $1,000 a day trading one of these. So if you're trading 5 and you're having trouble, think about that. But our trading style, right, that we do in our Discord Trade Edge, which if you're looking for a home and a place to learn how to do this, join Trade Edge. We have a 7-day free trial. We show you how to go for 30, 40 point hits. You get 2 or 3 of those a day. That's all you need, right? You don't need to do these high leverage, short burst trades, which are more likely to blow you up. You can pass quickly, which is why a lot of people do it. I've done it. Full disclaimer, I do that when I just want to pass accounts. I'll do high leverage trades, but they blow up. They blow up all the time. It's like a coin flip. Let's keep that in mind. You do not want to trade like that outside of an evaluation at all. Most firms don't care, obviously, because they want to collect the eval fees. So how you pass is how you pass. But in a funded account, definitely don't want to do high leverage, few tick trades. The 100K account, regular valuation, it's one step again, $6,000 profit target, 10 contracts, $3,000 max drawdown. Let's talk about the fees. So $180 a month, $300 a month, kind of expensive, but here's where I think it gets useful. So let's go look at all the rules. You can trade the news, right? We'll start with the evaluation rules. You got to trade for a minimum of 5 days, which is pretty fast. It's not 10 days. Stay above the maximum drawdown. Easy. There's no consistency rule. Traders are permitted to trade during news. This is huge. This is humongous. So many firms have news trading rules. Like you can't be in a trade 2 minutes before the news, 2 minutes after the news. They just straight up say you can trade the news. I don't know if there are other caveats with that I haven't found out yet, but when I was looking at the website, prepping for this video, I didn't see anything else just yet. So I'm curious to see kind of what the links go to that. Technically their risk is capped because they're capping you at 5 contracts. So if you think about like, why would they let you do this? Like, well, other firms are giving you like 35 contracts or 15 contracts. So there's still only so much you can make on a news day. It's going to be like 10 grand. Like news candles are 100 points. It's like 10 grand, which is a lot, but it's also not a lot. If you had 35 contracts and we're trading 100 points, you see how that could add up. So they're still capping their risk through the amount of leverage that they give you. But as a trader, it's just nice to trade normally. I trade the news a lot, and honestly, it's not even as like a coin flip. We're price action traders. And so I like to fade or reverse the news candle. So I very, 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 very rarely hold a trade into the news. What I do is, it might even be like 10 or 15 minutes later, but I see where it hits. It usually hits a primary liquidity target. Then I take the reversal trade if there is a reversal, or I'll take the continuation trade. What's nice is that the reversal or the continuation is going to be about the same. So if we do 100 points, we're likely to come back, open to the news, another 100 points. If we do another leg, it's likely going to be another 100-point leg. So it really doesn't matter. That's how I like to trade the news. Either way, it's nice that you can just trade the news. No consistency rule. Also amazing. Also amazing. Also amazing. Let's look at the funded rule. Trade 10 days, then pay out up to $25,000 a week. That's sick. First, you'd be trading a simulated account. After 10 days, you'd be moved to a live account. Okay, sure. Built up capital and gain access to more contracts. So you can scale up. I need to get more information on the scaling plan. That is nice. I'll be honest with you guys. My funded accounts, I hardly ever go above 5 contracts. And I have, like, I never do. It's a nice to have. There are like maybe 1 or 2 times where I've done it. It's just not worth it. There's really not a time to go that heavy unless you're going to trade that way out the gate. It's really hard to have a normal trade size of 3 contracts and then scale to like 10. It just is mentally. What is possible, and I do this on my personal account, it is possible to trade like just 10 contracts all the time. So it doesn't really matter what your trade size is. It's just mentally hard for us as people who are always thinking about risk to like triple our risk or quadruple our risk. So if you're going to start big, stay big, whatever it is, that's fine. Profit split. As you grow your account, the profit split increases. It starts at 70-30, you can go up to 90-10. This is probably my least favorite part of Purdia. 70-30 is rough. If you make $1,000, you keep 700. At the end of the day, it is a prop firm. So yeah. Fees. You will pay a one-time fee of $130 and there's no monthly fee once funded. That's sick. So pay the one-time fee. All-in cost, if you buy the $180 account plus another $130, looking about $300, let's call it all in. It's not the cheapest, but I'm going to work with them and hopefully see if I can get some discount codes. All of you guys looking for a good place. Again, because you can trade the news, obviously these fees become not too important if you pass and get paid. If you're struggling in the beginning, it's really expensive, especially for people who are looking for a prop firm because you probably don't have a large personal account. Paying $300 is a lot of money. I totally get it, guys. I've been there. Split funded accounts into 2 accounts to minimize risk. Not really sure what that means or how it's split. Like, do I just get double the leverage, or what's the benefit there? Set your own parameters, become a member of our pro group. So I did talk to, one of the things that the conversations I had is that you can have like kind of trading rooms and things on their platform, which is cool. I might do that. We'll see. I'm already spread very, very thin. Ultimately though, if you need help passing Purdia, join our Discord. It doesn't really matter what prop firm you use, guys. I am going to use them though, because I want to see, I really want to, maybe even just be a news trading. I probably won't just news trade. I'll trade them normally. It's really hard to do multiple strategies. So I'll probably just trade them normally, but when I can trade the news or when news events happen, that'll be a nice plus. So let's go back to the evaluations. We reviewed those 2. Unrealized gains. This is just the trailing drawdown. Exact same to Apex, Elite Trader Funding, right? Trailing drawdown. Probably the hardest, just cut and dry. It's not impossible. I have 20 of them, totally doable, but I would say it's the hardest type of account because every trade you're thinking about that trailing. If you trade small enough, it doesn't matter. So with the $3,000 target, let's use a $50,000 account. There's a $3,000 profit target. I've done a whole video on this, so I'm not going to break it down again. Trade 5 M&Q, right? Or 5 MES, but we'll use 5 M&Q. That's $10 a point. And if you're going for 30, 40 points, that's $300 to $400 a trade. So your risk is small. NQ M&Q has enough volatility to where you can still make hundreds of dollars a day, if not $1,000 a day. And again, I've had $1,000 days trading 5 M&Q. Okay, do it all the time. Post my profits in Discord, so it's totally fine. This is the most similar to Apex. I would do this, but I think end of day is just better. Honestly, just think it's better. I don't see a reason to get this one other than it's cheaper. Okay, so it is cheaper. There's that 100K, exact same, $6,000 profit target. I would go with the end of day drawdown personally, guys, unless you want the cheaper account. Fast track for more experienced traders with a working strategy and good risk management. Do not recommend this plan for the newbie trader. 100K fast track evaluation, one step, $6,000 profit target, 10 contracts. Let's see what happens once we get to funded. It looks like the funded rules are the same. Yeah, so I mean, I personally would, let's just go back to the evaluations and we'll get back to the fast track. Your max on calendar days, I just wouldn't use the fast track account, guys. If you're a good trader, the other accounts are better. They're just better. This is the cheapest one. That's the benefit. The primary benefit is it's cheaper. If you're a good trader, you want to save some money. But here's the thing, guys, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. If you're a good trader, these fees are irrelevant. Right? Once you make your first like $20,000 payout or whatever, you just don't care. I don't track like the fees that I pay for Bookmap, all my data feeds. I pay for like data feeds like 3 times over. I got trading view fees. All these fees become completely irrelevant once you're a good trader. So if you're a newbie, you shouldn't even be looking at this. If you're still in the phase where these fees are stacking up, just ignore this. Start with the end of day, or they even have beginner evaluations. So very, very affordable. I do like this 10K account, 2 steps, $1,000 profit target, 5 micros. You need to figure out what the 2-step is. So our beginner evaluation is comprised of 2 steps and offers free resets during the first step. Okay, so traders are limited to trading small numbers of micro future contracts to encourage proper risk management habits. This is cool. So you get 5 micros on the 10K. It's a 2-step evaluation with free resets on the first step. This is really, really cool for newbies. I don't see other firms offering something like this, and I do think that this is worth trying if you're brand new to prop trading firms. Just off the top of my head, I can't remember every single account I've looked at, but I do think this might be the best like intro account that I've seen. Because of the free resets, they're capping you on leverage, which is good because you don't need more anyway. This will allow you to prove to yourself that you can actually make good money, light leverage, which is what I always preach in every single video, like 5 M&Q, 5 M&Q, 5 MES. If you can make $500 a day doing 5 micros, then it's actually worth leveraging up. If not, you're just not ready. $80 monthly fee seems great. No consistency rule. Yeah, seems good. The rules afterwards seem exactly the same. So those are the accounts. I like them overall. $99 reset for any one of the accounts. The supported platforms, this is really important. So if you've used other prop firms, a lot of them use Rhythmic. Rhythmic, you can only have 1 login at a time. So because these are Tradeovate and NinjaTrader accounts, basically, TradingView is on here as well. You can just log in directly, which is so critical because if you're using a trade copier, basically just copy your trades across accounts, this will work because it doesn't use Rhythmic on the back end. It's super important. It's the reason I never use Elite Trader Funding because I use Rhythmic and I have Rhythmic accounts. Okay, it's just super easy. I use NinjaTrader. Being able to only think about trading is so important, guys, which is like the #1 reason why I pick and choose which firms I trade and don't trade. If I have to remember random rules, or if this firm's rules are so different from this firm's rules, I'm like doing 2 different strategies, like it's impossible. You'll make more money just trading 1 account straightforward than you will trying to trade 30 accounts with all these different rules straight up. It's gonna be really tough. So I do like that. Let's look at the FAQ. Anything in here that's calling out to me? I'm really interested on the funded rules. So how do payouts work? Traders must trade for a minimum of 10 days in a funded account in order to request their first payout. After that, traders may request 1 payout per week. This is pretty nice. So you can get paid out every week. There's a minimum of $100 per payout and a maximum of $25,000. There are no profit or trading requirements to request a payout. This is pretty nice. Percentage of their profits. This is sick. This is a really good payout structure. Profit split up front is a little tough, but I mean, for that flexibility on a payout, guys, that's awesome. So Purdia they're getting towards the top of my list. I don't know how many accounts you can have with them, which is whatever when you can get paid out this often. That's a pretty good trade out. I do obviously more leverage, more accounts is cool. 25K per week, you're looking at 100K per month. Pretty good, guys. If you can actually make 25K per week, you're doing $1.2 million a year. How many accounts can I trade? Traders are permitted to trade a maximum of 2 valuations at a time and up to 1 funded account at a time. Any additional valuations passed while the trader has already funded account will be placed on hold in case the funded account is closed or lost. Because we permit traders to scale within their funded account, there's no need to pass multiple value. Details on the scaling plan can be found here. So that's cool. Because our funded traders are placed in genuine funded accounts with real money, we are subject to the margin requirements. Okay. So for every additional $1,000 in balance maintained, that trader is eligible to trade 1 additional full-size contract. Interesting. So they're putting you in an actual account, which is pretty interesting. So I have a personal account, Ninja, which is great. So for example, like I can just randomly go up to like 20 contracts or more, right? You go 50, pretty cool. So Trade-Evate has intraday margin of $1,000 per contract. The actual margin requirements for these, of course, well, maybe you don't know if you haven't traded futures, and you should know this stuff back of your hand. ES is $12,500 for NQ. It's 18.5. Okay. So if you weren't using one of these firms or a firm that gives you that lower intraday margin, you would need $12,500 to trade one contract, which is why you shouldn't be leveraging up so high in the first place, because you would never have access to all this leverage, guys. It's so key. You would never actually have access to all this leverage due to the margin requirement. So keep that in mind. Keep in mind that the amount of leverage, the amount of money that you're actually controlling when you use these accounts. So it looks like the evaluation and funded rules are mostly the same for every single account. The biggest thing is going to be the payout. Again, it just showed that their payouts are weekly, which is nice. That's pretty fast. So I'm excited to try that out. I do want to show you guys. So I did log in and we're going to count on my handy dandy. So I bought this 50K end of day evaluation. You can see here, I haven't traded it. It's Sunday. Market's not even open. I'm going to try this out. When you want to log in, you'll copy the username and password into Trade-Evate, and then you can log into TradingView or NinjaTrader. Yeah, that's really it, guys. If we go to the partner section though, you can see kind of, if you do sign up for an account, you can use this affiliate link down here if you want to sign up. They have some really cool kind of like coin system, I think, when people sign up, that gives you access to free resets and things like that for bringing more people onto the platform, which is pretty cool. And there's some other things like trading rooms and things like that that they're working on. When I spoke to one of the owners of Purdia, they talked about how they really are trying to create a place for traders to kind of collaborate with each other, follow traders that they're like, which I think is super cool. I already have my Discord, so I want to be sure that I don't stretch myself too thin, but that very well might be something that I could do with, you know, the reasonable approach and effort. And if a lot of people start signing up for this platform, you know, I'm signing up today. Let me know if you sign up and what you think about it. If you've been paid out by Purdia, definitely let me know. But that would definitely motivate me more to be more interactive in this space. So out of the gate, just due to the high level overview, guys, my thoughts on Purdia. Payout once a week. You can trade the news, which is huge, humongous. You can trade the news with Purdia. Not too many firms allow you to do that. Most firms have rules that specifically say you can't trade the news. Apex, MyFundedFutures, Elite Trader Funding. So many of these companies have news trading rules, which are fine, by the way. It's completely fine. This is just a different option. Obviously, I've been trading Apex. I'm not going to stop trading them just because you can trade the news here. I trade RTH anyways, so it's fine. But if you want to trade the news, now you have a different account that you can trade the news with or just trade. So there's flexibility there. I would say those are all pros. What are the cons? Leverage. You can only have one funded account. You have to scale it up. The scaling follows normal rules of if you had a personal account. So they're very, very, very clear trade-offs, right? It's not perfect, but I do think they're great. I would give them a 8.5 out of 10. Actually, one more pro. I'll give them a 9 out of 10. One more pro is the beginner account, the newbie account that they had. I don't think that there's a better newbie account that I've seen on the market today. So just want to call that out as well. But in any case, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, like, join us in the Discord. If you need a trading journal, click the link down below, wap.com/tradeedge. That one link has links to my free journal and our Discord. So if you want to learn how to trade or just have a journal to start journaling your trades, that is there. In any case, my hope and desire to help as many people learn how to trade for whatever reason, whether it's getting rich or just paying your rent. I'm here to help, and yeah, happy you took the time to watch this video. See you in the next one. Peace.